Orga's in the house. Hey everyone, I'm just chilling at my little home movie theater, about to watch some Godzilla cinema. You know, you guys often ask me what I think about Godzilla films. Nobody's ever once asked you that. Oh, hey man, thanks for joining. So yeah, I thought we would watch your film, Legendary's Godzilla 2014. Do I have to stay for this? I mean, you can, or what? Orga! You're a fucking asshole. Alright, let's check out Legendary's Godzilla 2014. Nom 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 nom. Oh my god, did you see that? I was fucking phenomenal in that film. Did you see me lay the smackdown on not one, but two Mutos? Orga?
2.5 stars.
2.5 stars? That's like barely okay. What the fuck, man? Everybody loves this movie. Do they? Do they? Look, I really hope that one day America takes a crack at Godzilla and just knocks it out of the ballpark. And while Legendary's 2014 effort is miles beyond the 1998 effort starring Matthew Broderick, it's still just not there in terms of a compelling film. What are you, looking for the Shawshank Redemption here? It's a fucking Godzilla film. Yeah, but even at that, it fails on several important levels. Look, there are elements in this film I absolutely love, especially the first half hour. This film has one of the strongest first acts of any Godzilla film. I love the intro score, and the redacted credits are a really great touch. I love the old atomic footage that hints that this film is gonna somehow have a connection to the original Godzilla movie. I like that there's this secret organization from the government called Monarch tracking kaiju, and I could totally see them being the glue that holds this new cinematic universe together. So you like the first act, huh? Yeah, are you kidding me? The first 15 minutes we meet Joe Brody, played by Bryan Cranston, who everybody absolutely loves. Think about it, in the first scene he's forced to choose between his wife and the safety of the entire city. Brilliant! And to add insult to injury, it's his fucking birthday! This is interesting. This is setting up some strong characterization. Fuck, I know where this is going. And then he fucking dies! Who did you kill the most interesting character in the first half hour of the film? Fuck off! First of all, although this film has some actors I really like, it feels like Cranston's the only one who's taking it seriously. He's acting circles around everybody else. I want to follow Cranston's character. He should be the main protagonist. But instead we get this guy. Yeah, what's wrong with that guy? You know one sign you can tell that a screenplay wrote a very rounded out character? If the audience can remember his name. Can you remember this fucking guy's name? What the fuck was his name in this movie? Who is this asshole? Ford Brody. First of all, this homage is a little on the nose, as this is clearly an ode to Jaws. But fine, the fucking guy's name is Ford Brody. And he's married to the Scarlet Witch, whose name is L. Brody. Look, there's an expression that refers to bad acting as wooden, but oh my god, I really feel like Ford Brody is a piece of wood. The guy never emotes once in this film. He just stands there. He just is. He's like a blank space to be filled in later with a more interesting character. Taylor, you know what I'm talking about with blank spaces. The guy sucks, and I can prove it right fucking now. Even if you like this film, even if you don't mind this guy as the protagonist, please, by all means, tell me 3 things about his personality. Oh, it's easy. I can, Oh, he's like some kind of military bomb expert thing, or whatever. Okay, sure. That's one. I mean, yeah, exactly. Oh, what about this character? Can you tell me something about her? Can you tell me her fucking name? Do you even remember that she was in the film? This is Golden Globe winning Sally Hawkins completely wasted in this movie. What's her purpose? And it's bad enough that the main characters have no distinguishable characteristics, but they also lack something that's essential to any good motion picture. Character arcs! And that's another fatal flaw in this movie. Not one single character has a character arc. For those of you who don't know, a character arc is the change your character goes through during the course of the film. It's very preferable, and it's compelling storytelling to make the character have experienced something that changes them forever by the end of the film. By the end of this Godzilla movie, every single character is exactly the same as they were at the beginning of the film. Nobody's learned anything. Nothing's different. And it would have been so easy to fix, too. Just a couple of little tweaks here and there, and we could have been following compelling characters that we actually give a damn about. Case in point, Dr. Serizawa. Now, I love me some Ken W., and I'm very glad to see him in this film. But let's face the facts. He's only there to give us exposition occasionally, because the guy barely talks. He literally spends the entire movie with his jaw on the floor, looking shocked. Yes, rewatch the film, y'all know I'm right. But you could have easily given him a compelling character arc. Instead of being so rah-rah let them fight from the get-go, maybe at the beginning he hates Godzilla. He's scared of the idea that Godzilla can rise and destroy Japan again. And he's doing everything he can through Project Monarch to stop Godzilla from returning. And then, only through the events of the third act, he discovers that Godzilla is here to bring balance. Godzilla is the guardian of Earth, and they should have fought, because Godzilla's here to protect us, not to harm us. That is a character arc, and he could have easily had one by just changing a couple of little lines of dialogue through the script. Here's another great idea. Cranston lives. Make the film about him and his son. When Ford goes to bail his dad out of jail, there's not one but two scenes where Ford shows genuine concern about his father's obsession with figuring out what destroyed the plant that killed his wife. Ford thinks his dad is crazy, and that creates what's called drama. Keep that up. Keep the film going where they have this very strained relationship, where Joe Brody hasn't seen his own grandson in years, maybe even ever. Make the father and son learn to have to work together to stop this kaiju threat. It would be easy. And Joe Brody deserves to be the protagonist of this film. Why? Because we spent the whole first 15 minutes setting up his backstory. Why stay on a character and show the events that's going to set his path into motion if that's not the character we're going to stay on? Alright, come on. Nobody fucking comes to these films to watch the humans. Let's talk about the monsters. Let's talk about me. Great idea. First of all, you have my voice, so that's confusing. I'm okay with this Godzilla design. You know, he's got them chubby elephant feet. He's got the bulky upper body. He looks like he's been pumping some weights at the gym. Well, I have. Yeah, it's Americanized, but it's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm also okay with the fact that Godzilla doesn't show up until very late in the film. I know that was a point of criticism for a lot of people that were hard on this movie, but most of us Godzilla fans know that this has happened many times before. And I love Godzilla's first scene in this film. Although I'm pretty sure the arrival of the Savior wound up killing thousands of innocent people. But that's okay, because the first reveal with the red flames is so cool! Yeah, it was cool. Now I want to talk about the Mutos for a second. Fuck yeah! Holy shit! Where'd you come from?
You said my name, here I am.
Why are you talking like that? Aren't you supposed to be a female? Bitch, I am a female. My husband's right here.
Hey, honey, I parked the car, and I just want you to know that we do have to walk across 2 lots, but I could probably get us a shuttle if we needed to.
Get the goddamn shuttle.
Okay, I'll go get the shuttle right now. Thank you.
I like the idea of the Mutos. I think a monster with an electromagnetic pulse is pretty cool. That's an original idea, and I like that it can make the military effectively useless and make Godzilla our only hope. And the fact that he feeds off radioactivity? Brilliant! If anything, I wish they used that more. The Muto is walking around trying to trace atomic bombs and stuff, but he really should be looking for Godzilla, because Godzilla's pure radioactivity. These two should be natural enemies, constantly drawn to each other. The idea is there, but not all the way. Okay, so here's another issue some people have with the film. Godzilla is finally here. The Muto is finally here. We're gonna fight. And then what happens? We cut away. Now, I don't have an issue with that per se. I get it, the filmmaker wants to save it all for the last fight at the third act of the film. But if you're gonna replace a fight scene between 2 giant monsters, you better goddamn well replace it with something compelling. And that's what this movie completely fails to do. Because while I said this is one of the best first acts I've ever seen, the second act of this movie sucks fucking ass. I'm sorry, but Godzilla's entire second act is boring AF. It is just dragging along. Movies like this are supposed to pick up momentum, like a snowball going down a hill, going faster and faster and bigger and bigger. And this whole second act is not only just boring and slow, but also pointless. Godzilla spends most of it commuting to America, so he's out of the picture. He doesn't even have a conversation with Anguirus on his way. So the US military escorts Godzilla all the way to America, only to attack him when he gets to the bridge with hundreds of civilians' lives are at stake. Because reasons. You know, he swam all the way here. If you really thought Godzilla was a threat and you wanted to kill him, drop a bomb on him while he's in the ocean. He's near the surface the whole time. There's no civilians around. Just do it. Instead, the humans set up an elaborate trap to bring the monsters to a populated area where the military is going to take them down and also destroy eggs before they hatch. Oh, this is the fucking plot of Godzilla 1998! What? No, it's not. It's totally different, man. I mean, yeah, it's mostly different, but it's close enough. What is this, the only thing Americans know what to do with Godzilla? They have to have a bunch of humans set traps and destroy eggs at some point? Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
You shut the fuck up.
Now, I will give the movie this. It does a really good job demonstrating the enormity of the monsters. You can feel their weight. You can feel how large they are. And the effects are really, really well done. Okay, so you love the first act, you hate the second act. Where's the third act fall? The third act is right in the middle. It has its pros and it has its cons, and to me, that's even more frustrating than if it was just downright bad. First of all, it's just plain too dark. And I mean that literally. The Motus are both black, Godzilla's practically black, it's nighttime, there's no electricity, the whole screen is just filled with black. This film just looks bleak. Okay, but that fight was kick-ass, right? Fuck you! The fight was good. We finally got a really good fight with the monsters, and I gotta tell you, the first time Godzilla uses his atomic breath is worth the price of admission alone. Hell, it's so good, it almost redeems most of the movie for me. And then you have this fucking scene, where Godzilla has to look this piece of wood in the face and have a heart-to-heart, which I'm only bringing up now because the same fucking thing happened in the 1998 film! There should be no elements of the 1998 Godzilla movie repeated in this 2014 Godzilla film, let alone some kind of implied spiritual connection between the protagonist and Godzilla. Kiss of death? Again, awesome sauce. And then we have the Godzilla fake-out dying, which again is stupid. We don't need it. We all know Godzilla's gonna live. He should have just fucking killed the Muto and then walked off into the sunset like a normal Godzilla movie. Boo on you! Get up and walk the fuck out of there like a man. So there you have it. That's why I rate this film as okay at best, and even that's reluctantly. I gotta say, I was not expecting this hostility. I really thought you would love this film. Look, I'm not going to judge every Godzilla movie to the same standards, but clearly with this film, they set out to make a character-driven story. So if you're going to do that, you have to have intriguing characters. They have to be our surrogate as they experience something new and become forever changed at the end. That makes drama. This is not a good film. Huh. Well, alright. I think I'm just going to go now. Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shit all over your movie. No, it's cool. I'm just gonna go take a walk, you know. Just think about some stuff and just reflect and things like that. All right, you gonna be okay? Yeah, no, yeah. Oh. I think I really upset him.
Yeah, you did.
Honey, our car got a parking ticket.
Fuck you!